100% British Ketchup has had its first complaint, and now we're at risk of losing Jeremy Clarkson as a customer. All I'd ask is you watch till the end, as it's a bit more complicated than you might think. Last week I received a phone call from one of the lovely people at the Diddley Squat Farm Shop, with this picture making us aware that the batch of ketchup they received seemed to be leaching a bit more liquid than the original sample that we gave them. Now, before the Daily Mail get a boner, this wasn't Jeremy Clarkson, it was one of the members of staff, and they were giving us kind feedback, which they're well within their rights to do. I'm only making this video because I feel like this series has aired the dirty laundry of several other companies, and it wouldn't be fair if I didn't air our own. The first thing I'd say is all ketchup leaches some liquid. The issue we were having here was that it was a bit more than the sample that we'd sent in the first place. The reason that the sample we brought to Diddley Squat isn't exactly the same as the product that we finally gave them is because of something called water retention. This basically means that when you do a big batch, it holds more water than when you do a little batch, as more gets to evaporate off. The batch that we brought was from one of about 200 bottles. The batches we do now are about 900 At the time, of course, we didn't have any idea if anyone would want it, so we weren't about to do a batch of 1,000 for a sample. Now, we're hoping that little apple puree will help bind everything together because there's pectin in it. With a normal product, none of this would be a problem, as you just use a starch to bind some of the excess liquid. Something that we've now tested and know that it works, but guess what? They don't manufacture modified starch for food here in the UK. Who's ready to make some horrible ketchup? At least now we've finally got the passata in bigger containers. Beauty! So to summarise, this is still our fault. We shouldn't have given a sample until we knew we could replicate it at scale.
It's not fully British. I've got a whole certificate.
In our defence, though, the world has watched this product come to life when usually all of this stuff would happen behind closed doors. There's been a lot of pressure to get this product into your hands as quickly as possible because of all those eyeballs. And we've been trying to do this whilst being hampered by the UK's lack of homegrown manufacturing capability. First the tomato puree, and now this. No way to thicken the most awkward product we've ever made. I assure you it does taste wonderful though, and we do have plans to surmount this final hurdle. Thanks for watching, my friends. To be continued.